battery, but I've been trying every trick in the book to get this generator to work, and so far I'm getting nothing. Fixed all the broken wires I could find, put them back together. I don't know. Out of ideas. And bingo, just like that, right back in the game. Wiring diagram, boys. They had, let's see, they had 201 down here where number 4 wire was, so I switched to 2 wires. Now it works. Let me flip it off a low idle. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That is why you do not give up, fellas. I have been monkeying with this and tracing wires all day long. Just finally got it at 7:30 at night. I was starting to think the field rectifier was bad, so somebody put a new one on, hooked the wires up backwards. Alright. So I got 2 wires to solder on right here. I have them just halfway connected. So I'm curious to see if the welder part of this works, but I don't have any sticks. Or any rods. Oh, I might have some rods in the garage, some old ones. Hold on. So guys, I am so pumped right now, it's not even funny. So pumped, so happy. So hear me out. I want to try the welder part of this because that's the main thing I want. It's cool that let's see. I'm gonna make the red the electrode. Everybody take a note. I'll make the black work. So what I thought was rods in the garage was actually solder. Figured that probably will be bad news bears, so I'm not going to do that. What I want to do here is I just want to see this thing strike a little bit of an arc, and then I'll be happy. I'm just going to take an old cotter pin here and just use it as an electrode and just try and burn it to the old muffler off the 3910. See what that does. As long as nothing spontaneously combusts. Nothing spontaneously combusts, and I don't electrocute myself here. Should be doing alright. Now, how do I get this to stay in here? How about... This wasn't a good set of jumper cables. I just arced the sucker. Arc the sucker and be done with it. Well, they're decent, alright? They're not great. How about... Yeah, that'll work. I just need to arc it there a little bit. Alright. Everybody ready? The high idle off. Alright, try a bad connection. So it looks like everything's going to work. I am more thrilled than what you know right now. So, I'm going to take and set this thing inside. I was about ready to give up on it, just throw it in the damn dumpster. But, it worked. See, it worked. That cotter pin I had there bent up. I think I lost ground or something, because it arced and then it quit there. Yeah, see it lost the ground, see how it burned there? But I'll get some actual leads for it, and I'll get some rods, and I'll have a functional stick welder and a genset. Nice, very nice. So, I guess I'll probably go get my big loader, pick it up and put it in the shop. I'll tube this tire tomorrow. I was going to put a sulky tire on it, but it's got a heavier axle than that. And I think I'm going to set this up so I can pull it with a garden cart real easy. I have to figure out what I did with the other piece of the tongue I broke off the other night. When I was pulling it up here, it got hung up on a stump, and the Yanmar didn't stop, but the welder did. I think most of you guys know how that goes. So anyhow, just see how that works out. And I don't think I have another air filter for an Onan. Okay, one of my wires come unsoldered. That's what happened. That's why I lost AC power. Temporarily fixed it, huh? welding thin sheet metal with a stick welder? That ain't bad. Oh, probably need to be in view. See, right there I was doing alright. But I was trying to fill like a 1/2 inch gap too, so anyhow, the welder's working. I need some practice. Recording. Alright, so I just got done soldering this white wire here, which I don't even remember what the number is and I'm not twisting it around, and 219 here to the diodes, which this is what do you want to call this? This is the exciter circuit. That's what this fuse is for. In case the gen head shorts out or the brushes short out or anything, it won't it won't backfeed and short. And the reason these are like this is it feeds off the starter circuit. So whenever you're cranking it, there's 12 volt going to these wires, and these wires are what flash and polarize the generator every time you go to start it. And then basically the diodes don't let power from the generator come back through into the starter. So you know when these diodes go bad because the starter runs all the time. When I was trying to hotwire this, I figured that out. And that's why you guys saw the alligator clips in here with it clipped to the diode till I could figure it out. So at this point, should pretty much be ready to put the cover back on and everything. Cover can go on. I can tighten the points cover up. Air cleaner and air cleaner cover can go back on. I can mount the fuel tank and the battery hold down. Now I don't have a battery that'll fit in this right now, so for right now this is the battery out of my electric start cart, which is not the best, but it's good enough to crank this Onan and generator setup over, and it charges while it's running, so that's good. The battery's actually been hooked up to it for a week now. This is next Saturday. Last time I monkeyed with it was Sunday. No. I bought some welding rods and ran it through the week there, so probably Tuesday. I'll say probably Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday was an early day. Anyhow, whatever. It's been since then. But I think I'm gonna go find all my loose screws and put the cover back on here, because it doesn't need to be off anymore, and it just makes it a little prettier, I would say, with it on. And yeah, air cleaner cover, all that stuff, and I guess I'll mount the fuel tank up, and then I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld on the tongue on this thing, and then I'm going to improve this angle on the front here. It's just too flimsy, and it bends when you actually try and hook it up to something. So we're going to fix that. I'm debating about taking this bar off of here too, because half your problem is these legs are always digging in the ground because it's sitting flat right now the way it is. So take that off, and I could put some kind of little jack stands there. Not like jack stands, but something. It'd be nice even if you had the legs that you like kicked down so it would sit on it. Like you kick it down and, oop, about to drop the camera. Kick it down and push it back off the tractor hitch. And then if you wanted to put it on, it was a little too high or something, you'd be close and push it forward and it would go down and on. That's at least what I'm thinking about. Might be getting too fancy for me, but you got a welder, I can always do some welding projects. What are you gonna do? So I got the cover put back on here. I had some self-tapping screws that were about the right size. A few holes are stripped out like they're along the back, so they're not big enough. I could probably put 1/4 inch in them, but should be plenty of screws in there for what I need to do. I did the other side too, and so tomorrow hook the battery up. And since I don't have any money to buy any leads yet, I'll be welding with the jumper cables and the vice grips. We'll put the tongue back on this and see about stiffening this thing back up, because I think you guys can see how much this thing flexes, and it's all It's all in that angle in the front. I'll try and steady you guys. See how much that flexes? Yeah, that just isn't gonna do. So fix that up, and then we'll have a towable welder. Even if all I can do is tow it around the yard, happy with that. Alrighty guys, so my first welding project here with the Lincoln, was it welding power? That's what we'll call it. But everything welded up through here. Some of it's pretty good, some of it's kind of ugly. I have more trouble just because I don't have the right leads and everything, so I'll lose the ground, go along and zzz, like what's going on. But like up here, not too bad. A little bit of, what was that, porosity? Is that what you call that when you get a little bit of air bubbles in it? But not bad, and I think it'll be, it's a whole lot sturdier. I think I did a clip where this was flexing, so a whole lot better there. Had a little bit of a gap to jump over here. You can see like through there ain't bad. Over there ain't bad. But right in the center here I was having trouble. I was using little pieces of sticks I had left like that, which is not what you're supposed to do, but you know, money is money. Spending money on gasoline, welding on it, but you know, also welding on the cart that the generator is sitting on with the charging system is exactly what you're not supposed to do either. But you don't have too many options, and I don't want to run the welder, so I got the hitch stuck back on here, and it's actually lined up better. The bolt actually slides the whole way through it now. Before, the bolt would go in like yay far and bind up, so I got it way more lined up than they did. So at this point I should be able to hitch her on a garden tractor here and pull her around. I don't know if it'll work on a Gravely, but I can at least hook it on the Yanmar, and if that's the only thing I can hook it on right now, that's fine. Like I say, eventually this handle apparatus will probably disappear, and I'll put a an upgrade here, or maybe I'll put a hoop over top of it with spots for the leads to go on either side, and keep an extension cord of some type with it. So otherwise, for right now, I'm just going to put the air cleaner back on it, air cleaner setup, and wheel her out of the shop, and she'll be ready to go. I don't know if you guys can see the wind blowing that door. So yeah, anyhow, later guys. Another successful project. This one actually has a you know, very specific useful attribute to it. You know, old girl, she does good. Does good. I really hope it's in focus. I think it is. I know my sugar's low. I just ate something, so I can't tell at the moment. So anyhow, later guys. So what do you boys think? Trash to treasure? Trash treasure? I don't know, but I'm rather pleased and rather happy. It's definitely a good tool to add to the arsenal, that's for sure. I have a bunch of stuff that's needed welded in the last couple years, and I just haven't had a big enough welder. That mower, it's in the shade over there. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it. But that mower deck I got for free and used the drive shaft out over there. The tail wheel needs welded on it. You guys might be able to see it over there. That needs welded. The loader frame on the 3910 needs welded. The loader frame out of the 816, I'm probably going to pull back out and weld it better. Other than that, I guess we're just going to be welding on stuff whenever I get a chance. Like I said, I really want to get the correct leads for it, because welding with jumper cables is, that's, you know, a redneck level, about 9, 9.5, you know, on a 10 scale. But it does work, and if you have to get the job done, it's a whole lot better than nothing. So anyhow, I'm going to go over and see my grandpa today and probably pick up the T-Bird. So I'm going to call this a wrap. And I have no idea what the next one's going to be, so stay tuned and find out. Later, guys.